This is Mr. Elmhorst with a help video for the homework for adding and subtracting fractions. First, we're going to start with the given fractions, and Wendy's using some milk. Using milk means we're going to be taking away. So first thing on your paper, you're going to write down 3/5 and then 1/8. 3/5 and 1/8 does not have a common denominator, so we can use the denominator from the other fraction to change it. So we do have a common denominator. So 8 times 5 is going to give us 40. And then 5 times 8 will give us 40. So now we have a common denominator. Now we're going to see how many parts we have. 3 times 8 is going to be 24. 3/5 is equal to 24/40. 1/8 is equal to 5/40. So now we can, both of these are over 40. We can subtract 24 minus 5. That's going to be 19/40. So we have some rain. There's 1/6 and 1/2. And it looks like 1/6, we don't need to change that because 1/2 has a multiple that works with 1/6. 2 times 3 is 6. 1 times 3 is 3. So we're looking for the difference. We're looking for the difference between 3/6 and 1/6, which is going to give us 2/6. Looking at your answers down below, it looks like we need to simplify. 2/6 divided by 2 divided by 2 is going to give us 1/3. We multiply the bottom here. 3 times 5 will give us 15. And then 5 times 3 will give us 15. 1 times 5 is 5. And 4 times 3 is 12. So we're going to go back to the original problem. We need to add. So we have 12/15 plus 5/15. That's going to give us 17/15. And simplifying 17 out of 15, we can take one whole number out of 17, and then we subtract 17 minus 15, we're left with 2 out of 15. Okay, number 4, we're going to add 4 1/4 plus 1 1/3. So go ahead and stack them up. The whole numbers can be added right here. So we have 4 plus 1, which is 5. And now we are going to add the fractions and see what we end up coming up with. So a common multiple, a common denominator would have to be 12 for these. We multiply each fraction by the other denominator. So we got 4 times 3 is 12. 3 times 4 is 12. We have 1 times 4, and then 1 times 3. And since we are adding, we are also going to add the numerators over here. So 3 plus 4 is 7, and that is 12ths. And we can put that all together over here, 5 and 7/12. This one is going to be subtracting, so number 5. It looks like we have a common denominator that we could use as 10. So 5 times 2 would be 10, and then 2 times 2 would be 4. So we got 9 minus 4 is going to equal 5/10, and then 5 minus 2 is going to give us 3. So we put that all together, we have 3 and 5/10, which is equal to 3 and 1/2 simplified. So what is the total weight of the nuts altogether? We have pistachios and almonds. So we're going to add these together. We got 3 pounds plus 1 pound. So there's going to be 4 pounds here. And it looks like we can have a common multiple of 18. So 6 times 3 is 18. And then 9 times 2 is 18. So now we change the numerators also. 5 times 2 is 10. And then we have 1 times 3, which is 3. So we are adding. We come over here and identify the numerators. We're going to add them. So 3 plus 10 is going to be 13 over 18. And then we put it all together. 4 and 13/18. Okay, looking at number 7, Liam studied Spanish and math. How much did he study altogether? So we're going to add these fractions. So it looks like twelfths can be a common denominator. We're going to multiply 4 times 3 to get 12, and then 1 times 3. So now we can add them together. So 3 plus 1 is going to be 4 twelfths. So the denominator stays the same. And that is not one of our answers. So it looks like we need to simplify. So simplifying, we could take half and then half. So that would be 2/6, and 1/3 is the most simplified form of the answer. So Jackson has 2 pieces of pipe that are going to connect for 1 long pipe. So he's going to put them together. So we need to add to find the total. So the common denominator, we can multiply the opposite denominators as a factor to find the common denominator. So 2 times 5 would be 10. 1 times 5 would be 5. 5 times 2 is 10, and 1 times 2 is 2. So we are adding. So you have 5 plus 2, numerator plus the numerator is going to give us 7/10. We have a straight up subtraction problem here. So find a common denominator. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 2 is 6. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. So now we have the same denominator. We're going to subtract. That's going to be 3 minus 2, which is 1. And then the denominator is 6. All right, now for the last one, Joshua's using some gas. Using it is trying to find out how much is left. So we need to subtract to find the difference. So we got 9 minus 1, so we have 8 whole gallons. Now we need to change the fractions to a common denominator. 2 times 7 is 14. 7 times 2 is 14. 1 times 2, and 1 times 7. So now that we have a common denominator, we are going to subtract. 7 minus 2 is going to be 5 out of 14. Now we put it all together. We're left with 8 gallons and 5 14 hundredths. 5 14ths.